In the last scam floor video, I became a sugar baby, and although that was great, it seems like the funds are beginning to run low. It's upsetting, you know, it seems like the feet pictures aren't hitting as well the 8th time around. I don't know what to do, I'm lost, I need guidance, I need help, I need... I've been meaning to talk about this for quite a while now. There are so many motivational business accounts on Instagram. A good way of putting it is these accounts are essentially online fortune cookies, only way dumber. Let's take a look at some of these posts and you'll see what I mean. What we think he drivers, what he actually drives. It's Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, and then it says, you don't need to have superpowers to be a superhero. Rip Black Panther. Not Chadwick Boseman, rip Black Panther. Beer and video games, and it looks like a nice car, nice house, seems like it's from a movie, not sure what it is. Then it says underneath, books and hard work. And it's like a mansion or something. I think with the text they're trying to imply beer and video games is bad, though the photo is beautiful, I don't know what they're talking about. Start small, finish big. In what universe is Drake and his producer making something in the studio starting small? I just don't get it. Some are good at school, others are good at life. Oh. I love how on these accounts, even though they have hundreds of thousands of followers, it seems like their fan bases consist of the same 100 like-minded individuals who just always comment the exact same things. Number 1. Lit post fam, or some sort of fire emoji, or something like that. Number 2, they usually flex their business numbers, or they kind of promote another Instagram page. Number 3, they just blatantly do what the caption says, no matter how ridiculous it is. Here's an example of that. So the post is this guy who looks awesome. Then it says, X, I can't live without you. Me, then die. That seems a little extreme, don't you think? But yeah, the caption says, comment die this emoji, letter by letter in the comment box. Share your views on this, and then follow and the account 4 times for some reason. And sure enough, if you go to the comments, people are just writing die. Why would you do that? It's a waste of time. I also noticed that a lot of these accounts have the Joker as the celebrity photo, which is really bizarre. Why would you want to associate anarchy and chaos with just a normal, kind of well-put-together business lifestyle? Those two things just seem like polar opposites. Speak English, kiss French, dress Italian, spend Arab. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know what it is, but something about these motivational accounts, it's inspiring. I feel like I have this entrepreneurial spirit in me. And sure enough, as soon as I feel motivated to start a business, and as if from God himself, I get a message in my DMs from this guy whose name is written in either Arabic or Urdu. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So I threw it into Google Translate. His name translates to Amir. So we're gonna call him that. Amir hits me up in the DMs with an opportunity, a choice, an opportunity. Before we take a look at that conversation, let's take a look at his profile very quickly. 0 posts, 0 following, 1 follower. Let's change that. Nice. It should come as an immediate red flag if the account has no posts on it or anything like that. Bot accounts are like this, spam accounts are like this, Amir is like this. But you know what, for the purposes of this video, let's see what he has to say, I'm curious. So the first thing Amir sends me is this account on Instagram that appears to be some sort of business influencer. As we saw with the Sugar Mama video, directly messaging someone or commenting on their posts, that is not a good way to market to people at all. You know what, I'll give them credit though, it seems like for them to keep doing this scam, it probably has worked on people before, so I'm not gonna be that mad at him. Let's just hear what he has to say. So Amir messages me, he says, "Hey legend, wasn't sure if you'd be getting this message." So what he's doing here, he's pretending to be my friend or acquaintance. He's pretending as if he personally scouted me out for whatever opportunity he has, which I guess he did scout me out for this, so I'm not that mad about it. Let's try and learn to speak their language. I'm gonna add a little tally in the top right corner of all the emojis these guys use. So I think we already have a few already. Let's just add the praying hands there and we'll keep adding as we go along. Wasn't sure if you'd get this message, but if you wanted to get started making money, ka-ching, online in 2021, you've got to follow this guy ASAP. Get this, he's already helped 970 plus others start a side income from e-com. He will hook you up. Ooh, interesting wording there. So I want to point one thing out that was in that paragraph. That 970 plus, that is really sneaky, and I'll tell you why. Quickly think back to infomercials. A lot of infomercials had $20 products for $19.99. This is to kind of trick consumers into buying something they think they're getting a way better deal on. Now look at the 970 plus. That plus specifically implies two things. One, there's probably more than 970 people, 971, 972, 973. But by putting it down to the number 970, it's a lot easier to process. The number's divisible by 10. It's easier for us to imagine something like that, so we can imagine ourselves being a part of that group. Number two, this might be a stretch, though I think the plus implies that the numbers are continuously growing. It's the idea that I should be getting this deal while it's hot so that, you know, I can become this Instagram influencer tycoon guy before everybody else is gonna do it. Check out @this guy again and watch his story highlight ecom so you can see how it works. Flame. DM him to apply. Thank me later. Shaking hands emoji. The guy already sold me, I'm in, so I just responded quickly, say no more, G-Sauce. I got you 100. Okay, so that's it for Amir. Let's check out the influencer's account. Let's see what he's all about. Australian, Miami, lifestyle, business, fitness. DM me info to start a 1K plus a day online biz like 971 plus other people. Is it 970 or 971? Well, that kind of ruined the good points I just had. Okay, well, what's it gonna be, man? Make up your mind. A lot of fitness photos here, a lot of exotic car photos, a lot of vacation photos. This guy is selling you the entrepreneurial lifestyle, and he's selling it well. So let's check out his story highlight ecom. Let's see what it's all about.
Hey, what's up? It's Andrew
here. You ever notice that these guys are always in a really nice kitchen? Is that just me? I feel like they always are. Business model recap. This is important. Okay. Yeah, in the e-commerce business story highlight, he gives you the whole business model, so it seems like a done deal. Go start your business. There it is. But you're gonna realize what he's gonna do is try and sell me a course that basically just sells you this again. So, yeah, let's DM him. Let's see what he wants, and, I don't know. So I wrote e-com because that's what it said at the end of the story highlight, and then I wrote my boy Amir sent me. What's up? Happy to walk you through e-commerce business model and the way we're making money out here starting online business. Real quick, are you familiar with the e-commerce business model? I've seen your stories, brother. Trying to finesse on these haters and prove that I can e-commerce like, or better than, foot kissing them. So he copy and pasted the same business model, so I don't need to pay for a course. Does this make sense? Sure does. And then I imply that he has a small penis with this emoji. Cool. I've actually got all the details of getting started with the same training that got me started in a private invite video. Would love to get you started too. Very quickly, before we answer these questions, you're gonna see with this guy, I guess you already have seen it, his messages are copy and pasted from some sort of template. They don't seem very human, even though the guy is responding to me in real time. As for what he's telling me in these massive paragraphs, it seems to be a lot of business mumbo-jumbo. He flexes his business earnings a lot. He calls me a legend quite a few times. Just a couple of tactics to both establish his credibility as this business guru guy, and also try to rope me into whatever class he's trying to sell. Once again, he asked, is it okay for me to ask you 3 quick questions to see if this is a good fit? Lay it on me. Awesome. So if you were given the training and the proven process to follow to actually go out there and start a profitable e-commerce business, how much time could you allocate per week to following the steps? 5 to 10 hours or more? By the way, I was spending 7 hours a week on this. Put in the work, chase the bag, acquire the soon. And then he liked it, so that's cool. Like 40 hours min, clock pill, full grindos. Perfect. Besides the time investment, this will also require a money investment to build a profitable e-commerce business. You lose me. I'm not paying money. What would you want to be making from this for it to be worthwhile to you? 1,000 a week? 5,000 a week? Maybe more? For me, I wanted to replace my depressing job and make a few extra thousand a week. If it's not 7 figures, I'm a cut. At least. Or 1,500. But 7 figs min. This emoji, rat emoji. Love the ambition, blah 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 blah. Last question before I help you get started. If I can help you achieve this, how high on your priority list would it be? High, medium, or low? Just want to make sure you're serious, as this isn't for everybody. Kinda looking for the exception here. Haha, high. Lifestyle, business, fitness. Action takers are the ones who win in this world, hey. Huh? Action takers are the ones who win in this world, hey. Look, based on our chat so far, I think what we're doing would be a perfect fit for you too. I've got all the info about the 15,000 in my first 5 weeks. Private video. Want me to quickly drop the link below for you to watch? Yes. I got you. Let's do it. No time to mess around. Make moves. Let me know if you're in, out, or any questions, okay? So he sends me this YouTube video. I don't need to click on it. It's a bunch of business mumbo-jumbo. Very boring. He got impatient, so he messages me again, how did you go? And I wrote, I'm in. Hey, glad you checked out the vid. Congrats. Excited to crush this out with you. Skippity-bop, boop, bop, bop, bop. Skip ahead, skip ahead. Okay. Which option suits you best, legend? The one-time investment of $9.97 USD, or the payment plan, 2 times $5.97 USD. Oh. So right now I'm in a corner. I don't want to pay, he seems to be a bit impatient, so I said, let me sleep on it, babe, and I'll get back to you. I'm finalizing the case study group today. What's holding you back? Is it the funds? Wee bit. Also, mama's on the grind and needs her 8 hours. Sleep emojis. Entrepreneur. You know the hustle. Money, plane, beach, bloody syringe. He liked it. Totally understand. At the end of the day, I would hate for you to look back and blah, 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 blah. So much text. What he basically says in this middle paragraph is that for a small fee of only $69, don't know why he chose that much, he'll give me like an abridged version of the course, but there's one condition. When you make your first couple grand, you have to pay the difference and upgrade to the full program. Sound fair enough? As I'm looking to finalize the last couple spots. All in, babes, but there's one condition. Make a video saying subscribe to Sicky Nudz. Circumcision emojis. It would mean a lot coming from a king like you. Crown emoji. So he liked both of them, so I think he's in. Easy, let's do it. And then he sends me a link to his course. I'm not paying you 70 bucks. Let me know when that's enough. Send a screenshot, yada yada yada. You in? I need that shoutout video first, king. It's my buddy's B-Day and he's big fan 100 business. And you liked it again? And then he says, once you're in, I can help you with that. Left him on red. I didn't respond. And that's where I left the conversation. Look, I'm not going to pay for your course, okay? Like, no matter how much it is, even if it's free, I'm not going to do it. It just seems like a waste of time, 1. And 2, on his story, he gives you the steps to do the business. Why do I need to pay for that? It just seems so boring. Maybe it's not a scam. Maybe it is. Who knows? But the point is, I don't care. I'm an influencer. My influencer journey started in April of 2021. This is that story. Let's begin where we left off. So right now I've got the keys, I've got the hustle as it were, though I am a Gen Z, so I'm not gonna go and just get a job, I gotta let the jobs come to me. Sure enough, on my Shoe Nice shoutout post on the Sicky Nudz Instagram, follow me on the Sicky Nudz Instagram, I get a comment from this apparel company called Zavanchi and it says like DM our main account or something, so yeah, I'll bite. I'm gonna say this again, I say it every single time. If a company messages you directly or comments on your profile, it's usually quite sketchy, don't trust it, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna do that. Before I messaged them, I wanted to see what I'd be getting myself into, and boy, there are some interesting findings. For starters, the account at the time of this recording has just under 50,000 followers, which, yeah, that's respectable for a startup fashion brand. 50k is a big enough number to catch my eye, but it's small enough that it doesn't scream fake account right away. While it seems legit on the surface, just browsing the stats on some of their posts will lead me to assume that their follower base is botted. There's no engagement here, 100 likes at best, 1 or 2 comments. For having like 50,000 followers, you'd expect there to be a lot more engagement on these posts. Before we look at those posts themselves, let's see what the products are. I want to see what I'll be pushing as a brand ambassador. So going to the Zavanchi website, we see it houses, and I quote, premium designer Italian collections. It seems like things here are way over $100. If I sold a bunch of this stuff, I'd be rolling in dough, right? Well, that's what they want you to believe. You'll notice right away with all of these Instagram fashion companies that a lot of these $100 products are either cheap clip art or blatantly stolen products from other companies. That is in no way Italian designer collections. Whatever, let's look at the posts themselves on the Zavanchi Instagram. I want to see what my modeling peers look like, and boy, it did not take long to realize that you do not need much to become a Zavanchi ambassador. The apparel and the posts are interesting enough to begin with, but doing a deep dive on the personal accounts of these models grants some very interesting characters. Yeah, these Instagram brand ambassador scams attract a lot of people spread out across the entire spectrum of weirdness, I guess you could say. Like, you've got seemingly normal women, sure. You've got this lady. That's a bit odd. Who else? You've got Hannibal Lecter, you've got the Joker.
What you fucking deserve!
I think I've seen enough of that. Quite a few OnlyFans accounts, like quite a few OnlyFans accounts. You've got Steve-O, you've got Dramatically Low Angle Guy, you've got this guy who, I kid you not, is now my favorite person on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not gonna give out his username. That's not what I'm trying to do with these videos. I'm not trying to throw harassment in anybody's way. But believe me when I say I'm gonna keep up to date with this guy just to see where he is, because all of his posts are hilarious. So yeah, this is all to say I think I have what it takes to be a Zavanchi model, so yeah, I DM'd them. So I messaged them, 100, I'm trying to be a brand ambassador. No cap, willing to risk it all for Zavanchi. Hello, we're looking for people to great potential, whatever. We're glad to offer you 50% off everything in our shop if we decide to cooperate. Whatever. So what they're saying is I have to buy a product from them for 50% off. So that $100... Why is it called Suave Jacob? What a stupid name. Clip art t-shirt, I gotta pay 50 bucks for that thing still. I'm not doing that. For now, I lied. I want to see what else they had to say, so I just wrote, I'll do anything. Clamp rat. They liked it, so that's cool. So they sent me a link to their shop, and then they said, we'll give you the discount code once you tell us what you want. And then I just said, say no more, king. And then I sent them a photo of this beanie. I don't know, I just picked like the first thing I saw. And then they gave me a discount code. And get this, then it says, if you can successfully place an order by the end of the day, we will put you in the drawing for a chance to be flown to Ibiza for 7 days, where you can bring 4 friends with you and party hard to the music of the world's greatest DJs. Free exclusive Zavanchi pack worth $300 will be sent also to winners. That sounds awesome. David Guetta, like, oh. Also, if you spend over 150 bucks after the discount code applied, you will get the Sand Blast bracelet worth $300 for free. So then I just wrote, the drip got me cockroach hammer. Not just that, once you become our brand ambassador, you have the privilege to choose any item from our shop that you want us to name after you if the purchase value reached $75 or more. Now I'm interested. So I liked that. I sent them Smoking Kills. It does. Ready to place an order now, so they kind of got impatient. I didn't order anything. I'm not spending 50 bucks on like Weed Skull shirt. It's like, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I will admit, though, the idea that I can name something after me is very funny. I like that prospect a lot, though I'm not going to buy anything today. If I have that money and if enough people want me to do it, maybe we'll go after that. But for now, I'm not going to buy anything from them. So I took matters into my own hands because I'm not going to buy their thing. I went on to AliExpress.com, which if you don't know what that is, that's essentially this online retailer that sells products for what they're actually worth. I wanted to see if any of the Zavanchi products were on AliExpress, and sure enough, this $100 bracelet here, it's $5 on AliExpress. Same thing with this Weed Skull shirt, same thing with this Guy Fieri shirt, like, that's pretty bad, right? So let me get this straight. Zavanchi and other Instagram companies sell these cheap Chinese products for like 20 times what they're worth and then call it premium Italian designer collections? How dare you? That is an insane amount of profit. That is popcorn levels of profit. So this is what I'm gonna do. I see this $100 bracelet from Zavanchi for $5 on AliExpress. I'm gonna buy the AliExpress one. It's gonna come to my house, then I'm gonna tell Zavanchi that I bought their product and I wanna be a brand ambassador. This is me kind of testing whether or not they know it's their product, and while we wait for that, I guess we'll move on. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly speedrun this part because it's the same stuff. On this photo on Sicky Nudz, a new company called Gavuda wanted to tap into my success. Go into their profile, they have 1.1 million followers. That is way too many for one of these scams. So yeah, you see they have 100 likes once again, a couple of comments. All of their comments are in different languages, so that's cool. Yeah, let's mess with them. Oh no, okay. You're gonna have to hear me out for what I'm about to say because I have no way to prove it. I should have screen recorded this page like 2 days ago, but sadly I didn't. So yeah, you're just gonna have to take my word for this. But looking at the page right now, it has 38 posts, okay? As far back as 2 days ago, this account had 500 other posts, okay? And those 500 other posts were under these fashion ones, and I kid you not, what these posts were was just 500 really non sequitur obscure TikToks from this one random girl. It had nothing to do with the clothes, it had nothing to do with the brand, and I figured, oh, they're not gonna delete it, so I just didn't screen record it, but Oh my god, they did. It's just strange. And then these fashion posts here, they're only like a week old, so I don't even know what to think. That's a shame you won't get to see it, because when I saw it, I just burst out into laughter. It made no sense whatsoever. Let's get back to the video. Another interesting discovery I found was the number of accounts Gavuda has, which, yeah, that's a bizarre thing to hear. A fashion company should have no more than 1, 2, maybe a few accounts if they're in multiple countries. Look at how many various accounts there are, and I've checked. They're all basically copy and pasted of, like, what? That got me thinking about Zavanchi, and yeah, if you look up Zavanchi as well, there are like tens of accounts that just have different keywords for the username. I wonder, is it the same person making all of these accounts? Yeah, I don't know. Why would they need to do that? Especially if they have one account with 1.1 million followers, there's no need for 50 other ones that have 20. You know what? Looks like we've got a confirmed scam on our hands.
Hi, Michael, Nicholas's brother here. So basically, 2 important things to note about Zavanchi and other Instagram stores and outlets and whatnot. The first important thing to note is that these guys aren't technically scammers. Nicholas does refer to these guys as scammers a lot throughout the video, which, like, in terms of marketing and tactics, they're pretty dicey, and in terms of quality and price, they're definitely super questionable. Granted, you're still usually getting a product or a service from one of these places. It's just not going to be of good quality. It's not worth the $100 you're paying for their designer watch. That's the first thing to note. They're not technically scammers, but, like, it's questionable. The second thing, though, to note is that they do this very often, where they'll DM like low number Instagram accounts who are trying to make it into some sort of influencing game, whether it's like fitness or like influencing with business or even just like general social media posts and like blogging and whatnot. They'll usually DM people with like under 2,000, 1,000 followers to try and entice them into like getting that discount code, because it makes young influencers feel like they're actually doing something productive. And so it's a really common tactic for them to like go after these small accounts. So that's something to note as well.
Let me pull up the DMs here. So yeah, the first thing I did was just send them their bio right back to them in the DMs. I just wanted to use that as a litmus test of humanity, just to see who's on the other line here. So yeah, I just wrote sexy, immaculate, trendy. This is my resume. The collab is imminent. So within the second, they responded, so you know it's a bot account. They just wrote, hey, thanks for shooting us a DM. Let's jump into... Our models will be receiving a 100% off code. That's interesting. So this technique harkens back to the Supreme Patty store, if you remember that. It's a classic marketing strategy just to say a piece of attire is on sale, or to just outright say it's free just with shipping. That's to kind of trick consumers into thinking they're getting a sweet deal, when in reality the companies are making a fortune on it regardless. So if I buy something from them, I'll get a 30% off code for followers, and then 20% of that will be commission. So that's cool. I'm in, babe. I can't believe what I'm about to read. Awesome. Your code is, get this, free. Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever heard? That's like a 10-year-old trying to buy something. That's literally the first thing they write is free. Maybe that'll work. So I picked the most expensive piece of jewelry I could find there. I picked this chain because with the free discount code, I'm only paying like $10 for it. So I sent them my order number. I wrote sus, but it's really save our souls. Let me check. Views. Welcome to the Gavuda. Thank you for taking interest. We can't wait to work with you. What do you want the code to be for your followers, and what's your preferred method of commission payment? PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, in-store credit? Who's getting the in-store credit? Oh, get this. Sicky30 is my discount code. Guys, hey, Sicky30, link in the bio, okay? Link in the bio, or in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. So yeah, we're doing a bit of a science experiment here. We're doing the Zavanchi product from AliExpress, but we're doing the actual Gavuda product. We got to await those packages and see what comes of it. So you may notice right now that I'm on my iPhone, and that's because I had to run and grab it and just start filming as quickly as possible. What I'm about to tell you will change the course of this video. So picture it, May 2nd, I'm checking Instagram at night, it's around 10:30 right now, and I'm looking at my messages, looking at whatever, and I decide to go to the Zavanchi and Gavuda Instagram pages just to see if I missed anything else in this 20-minute video. And to my surprise, Zavanchi's main account, at Zavanchi Shop, the one that I DM'd, the one that has 50,000 followers, it no longer exists. At first I was puzzled because, it said user not found on the DMs, it had no profile picture, it said Instagrammer, and, the same thing happened in the Sugar Mama video, but in that case, those women were blocking me, so I just assumed at first, oh, maybe Zavanchi blocked me for some reason. So I went on a different account, just my main account on Instagram, and I looked up Zavanchi Shop, and yeah, the account doesn't exist. I was never blocked, the user is not found, it doesn't exist anymore. So this kind of puts a fork in the road on this video, because the Gavuda package hasn't come in yet. The Zavanchi one, though, I can see it on my desk over there. It's still in the packaging, so we'll open that one up later. But what I'm gonna do, because, that's one half of the video, I'm gonna leave this video here. I'm gonna make a part 2, don't worry. The part 2 will consist of the following things. It's gonna consist of me opening the packages, and then me actually posting those Instagram photos of me looking ridiculous in the attire and the apparel and whatnot, and trying to be a brand influencer. The ultimate goal is to have these accounts post one of my ridiculous photos, no matter how stupid it is. And so that's what we're gonna try and do in the part 2. But for now, we're gonna have to stop the video here, because I actually don't know exactly how to structure the rest of this. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it for a part 2. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna try and do a lot more of these because they are a lot of fun. But yeah, this is a very unexpected end to this video. Yeah, take care. I'll see you guys later.